Greetings YouTube and welcome back to another vlog. I hope you're all doing well. I'm not doing too bad myself. So yeah, today I thought I'd do a vlog telling you a bit about my holiday that I had in Southport, which I went on Friday afternoon and then came back yesterday just before dinner time. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to do a vlog yesterday because obviously I had to unpack a lot of my stuff, which well, what was it? A lot, just the essentials like t-shirts and all that nonsense. Yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, so I had to like unpack a lot of my stuff yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to do a video. And when I did have the chance, I was just too tired. I've enjoyed my holiday, but yeah, but last night, even as much as I've had a good time, I couldn't wait to get in my own bed again. Because the thing is, when you're away, I mean, sometimes in hotels, sometimes the bed's like really comfortable. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. There you go. But yeah, some beds in like hotels or, well, to be more specific, I was in an Airbnb. But yeah, some places like the beds are either like they're either too springy or the mattresses are like rock solid. For once, I actually slept quite well. Well, I'd say well enough, considering that my room was like situated like under stairs, because like the Airbnb the apartment or whatever you call it. I'm not sure how to describe it, but yeah, it was a ground floor one, and yeah, whenever someone had to go, like there was like another apartment or like another flat thing on the first floor, so the people upstairs, you could hear them using like the facilities, and then walking up and down the stairs, because it's like, oh, you know what flats are like. If it's like if for example it's like a house and it's like separated on different levels, so obviously you hear them going up the stairs, so it's like thud, and so like you hear it like multiple times a night, so yeah, so you don't get the best sleep, but compared to other places, I actually slept a lot better than what I usually do. Yeah, I'm still a little bit tired, but saying that, you always feel a little bit like that when you come back from holiday, and then it usually takes you a few days to just get back to your normal routine. But I gotta be honest with you, staying in an Airbnb, this is my personal preference. I think it's better than staying in a hotel. Yes, I know in a hotel, they cook breakfast and all that lot for you. But the problem is in hotels, like, you have to have breakfast at like set times. Like, oh yeah, breakfast is till like, I don't know, 7:30 till 9:30. Oh yeah, if you don't get up before that time, then you're fucked. So in an Airbnb, you can get to have breakfast at your own time. And obviously, yeah, you have some oat and you get a bit of peace. Obviously, yeah. Sure, you may miss some of the communication, like what you have with like some of the other guests. Though to be fair, I was talking to the people who were obviously they were on the level above me. Yeah, but I will say most of the people in Southport are really friendly. But there was one person that did piss me off only a little bit, but we'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, but yeah, but I'd say everyone in Southport is very friendly. Yeah, and I think that the people who were in the room above me, I think they were from Canada. I think they were. They sounded Canadian to me, at least. But yeah, it was just I'd say it was just a good time. It was relaxing. The weather, I got to be honest with you, wasn't the best, but to be honest with you, it always rains when you go on holiday. Yeah, and obviously there were times where it said it was like 13 degrees or something, but I'm not sure about that. There were times where I thought it was absolutely bloody freezing cold. And then when the sun came out, it was absolutely roasting. So you were like wearing like 3 layers of clothing, like obviously your jacket, you had like a jumper, and then obviously your t-shirt. Then it got to the point where you were just going out in just your t-shirt. You do that, then the heavens open, then you get absolutely soaked in rain. I got absolutely drenched on the Saturday. But as I say, but that was the day I did the most amount of stuff. But yeah, also yeah, I was mostly looking in like the charity shops. I went to the amusements, had a few drinks, had fish chips and mushy peas. What's not to like about going to the seaside other than Southport? In fact, I haven't been Southport in quite a while. And yeah, it was nice. It was just nice to be there. Nice to get out of your house after a while, because going on holiday these days, even in this country, ain't cheap. So you have to obviously you have to save up and make the most of it, which is, I mean, it's worth it. I mean, as I say, I would have liked to stay there a bit longer, but eventually you're gonna have to come home. But yeah. But yeah, at the Airbnb, the person who owns like the communication was absolutely fantastic. If you ask them a question or something like that, like saying how do you operate the oven, because like I said, there's like an oven there. It was a bit temperamental, but yeah. I know I just banged like a pizza in, because sometimes like that was on one of the days. I think it was the Friday, the first day I got there. Because I just wanted to get used to it. Like on the Friday, I pretty much just stayed in the B&B, the Airbnb all evening. But yeah, I got Southport about 3 o'clock. Well, about 3:15 in the afternoon. Because I thought if we go there at that time, it'd be a lot quieter, and then I can just get available. I sort my stuff out, and there you go. And then on the Saturday, just have pretty much the whole day out, and then obviously you go back to the Airbnb. You go back for like an hour or so. Yeah, have a quick lie down, a quick nap. I mean, everyone does that, and yeah, freshen up, and then you're good to go out again. Going into the town, having a few drinks, and hoping not to get drenched in rain, which I did. But yeah, as I say, I came back home yesterday around dinner time, so yeah, all good. But yeah, as I say, it's just good to be there. Like I say, nowadays you gotta make the most of it, because like I say, everything is just going, and prices of a lot of things are just going through the roof. It's annoying, but you have to deal with it. But as I said, I had a good time. So yeah, I'll probably show you the stuff that I bought from Southport. These are the things I bought, and I know over the drinks, I didn't spend all that. I didn't really spend all that much money on stuff, if I'm being honest with you. Didn't really need to. I was just, if anything, I was just more bothered about just being away, just out of witness. I mean, it's about 45-minute drive, 50 minutes. Well, I don't drive because, like I say, either get someone to drive for me, or use some other sort of transport. But anyway, enough of that. But yeah, so I bought some stuff. I actually bought just 8 DVDs. I did buy 9. However, one of the DVDs, well, I bought one DVD, and it turned out that there was no DVD in it, so it's just 8. So yeah, I paid £2 for 8 DVDs. So if you do your maths, it's 25p per DVD, and you get some good stuff. I mean, I bought all of these in a charity shop, and this is the part where I'm gonna say there was a person in there who, let's be honest with you, was pissing me off a little bit. I knew what they were trying to do. I mean, I don't blame what they were doing. I just wish there was a bit more courtesy. Basically, what they were doing was they were having a look when they were picking some of the films up, like on the shelf. They were having a look at the prices to see how much they could sell them on for on eBay. I mean, fair enough. If you want to make a bit of profit, by all means, that's the way to do it. But the thing that annoyed me though, I was patiently waiting for them to finish what they were doing. I mean, I had plenty of time. You know, but I think after about 10 minutes, I'm like, you know what? Come on, 10 minutes. That's long enough. Just move over. Well, I didn't say it to them, but yeah, they were too busy engrossed looking at their mobile phone for like the prices for how much said DVDs go for on eBay. They were that engrossed. They didn't even notice that I was standing behind them. And then when they did, they didn't even apologise and say, oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were there. And all that. They didn't apologise. What's wrong with a bit of courtesy? You can afford to have a look at stuff on your bloody expensive phone, yet you can't afford manners. What the fuck is that all about? What the fuck is that all about? I know he just didn't even acknowledge me or any of the other people in the shop. The only person who we acknowledged was his wife. And to be honest with you, him and his wife, I mean, I've got nothing against people, but they're some of the most miserable fucking cunts I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit harsh what I'm saying, but I'm sorry. You're on your holidays, you're out. Smile. There's nothing wrong with turning them cheeks the right way. I know it's a terrible one. I mean, unless you had like your face fills where you really just show no emotion. But I know it's annoying. I mean, just be polite. Because obviously, if you're happy, it makes everyone else happy as well. Or happier. Because like I say, going out and all that lot, obviously it's good for your mental and physical well-being. Which is it's obvious, but some people, things are not so obvious, are they? Even when it's right in their fucking face, you're not Stevie Wonder. You can actually see. Actually, no, Stevie Wonder, he may be blind, but he can see some stuff that a lot of these dickheads in today's society can't. And for that, obviously, well, Stevie Wonder, well, he's one of the greatest singers ever. So, yeah. But I need to get back on track. Otherwise, I will not show you the pickups that I bought. I mean, they're all DVDs, as I say. So I'm going to see. There's two films out of them that I've never seen before, but I mean, they've always seemed interesting. So yeah, but yeah, the first film I will show you is from 2001, and yeah, I watched this film. I only saw this film at the once when I was a bit younger. I actually quite enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a film with Heath Ledger. Yeah, rest in peace. And that is a Knight's Tale. But I know I didn't think I'd ever find this film again in the out in the wild. Because like I say, it's not an expensive film or anything like that. It's just that it's not an easy one to find. So when I saw it, I thought, you know what, I need to get this. I'll probably watch this again. I absolutely enjoyed it the first time I saw it when I was much younger. So yeah, this, like I say, is from 2001. The runtime is, I'm trying to see how long it goes on for. Trying to see. I'm trying 127 minutes. So it's a good length. So it's just slightly over 2 hours. Good film, from what I remember. So yeah. Yeah, what it says on the back is the 14th century takes place on a new look in A Knight's Tale, an exciting action-packed comedic adventure starring Heath Ledger. And it mentions some of the films that he's been in, like 10 Things I Hate About You, The Patriot. Yeah, it says with hilarious performances from Mark Addy, who's saying he's from the Full Monty. I mean, I didn't even like the Full Monty, so I couldn't care. Paul Bettany, Alan Tudyk, I probably mispronounced this, I do apologise, and Shannon Somerson. Yeah, Heath Ledger is William Thatcher, a pheasant. A pheasant? What the fuck? Sorry, a pheasant's a fucking bird. A peasant. That's right, a peasant squire who breaks all the rules when he passes himself as a knight. and takes the jousting world by storm. The only thing that stands between William and his dream of becoming a world champion is the bad boy of the sport. Yeah, Count Adlama. I've probably mispronounced the name. It just shows you I haven't watched the film in a long time. I watched it once, enjoyed it. Ruthless Sewell, from Bless This Child and Dangerous Beauty. Yeah, they say it's got like a soundtrack including music from Robbie Williams and Queen, which yeah, I do somewhat remember the music that was used in this film. But yeah, this was a real this. I know I can't wait to watch this again. But yeah, there you go. That's inside. Yeah, just the disc, and it tells you like they did like a We Will Rock You film. Yeah, but it says it's presented by Robert De Niro. Yeah, and he's from yeah, they said world premiere 14th of May 2002, previous 24th of April from that year. So yeah, it just tells you the prices of the tickets. Which for 2002, oh my god, the prices are extortionate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even reduced, like, oh yeah, £40 tickets reduced to £20. There's like the preview ones, and then £32.50 reduced to £60.25. So the prices of the tickets are half, but even the half ones are somewhat ridiculous. But if people were willing to pay that amount of money for them, then fair enough. Next, we're going to 1999. I've never seen this film before, but I don't know if I've heard this is meant to be a pretty good film. Yeah, it stars Ryan Phillippe, Reese Witherspoon, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, who of course I mostly know her as Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But yeah, this is from 1999. This film, and that is the film Cruel Intentions. I mean, I've heard many good things about this one, and I can't wait to give it a good watch. So, as it does the disc itself. I'm probably gonna butcher some of the names of characters in this film, so I do apologize in advance. So yeah, it says here, Catherine Myrtle. I probably mispronounced that, but it's spelled Merteuil. Yeah. Well, we'll just call it Catherine. Fuck it, we'll call it Catherine. Yeah, obviously, played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah, and Sebastian Valmont, Ryan Phillippe are two gorgeous, filthy rich, manipulative step siblings from Manhattan's Upper East Side. Bored of the girls he has so easily seduced in the past, Sebastian has his sights set on the ultimate challenge, the beautiful virginal headmaster's daughter Annette Hargrove, which is played by Reese Witherspoon. Catherine sees the perfect opportunity for a wager. If Sebastian fails to lure Annette into his bed, he will have to surrender his priceless vintage Jaguar. Unless you're an American, Jaguar. Yeah. If he succeeds, he will win the most tempting prize of all, Catherine. Sparks fly in this wickedly sexy tale of seduction as Catherine and Sebastian play a dangerous game of sex and betrayal. So, yeah, I will look forward to watching that at some point. Actually, I didn't even have a look at the runtime. 1 hour and 34 minutes, so just over 90 minutes of film. So, yeah, give that a good watch. Now this is one of my favorite comedy films of all time. I haven't watched this in quite a while, but every time I have seen it, I've had a blast with it. There was a sequel not that long ago, which, let's be honest with you, was unnecessary and a bit shit. But we're going to 1984 for this. A film with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, and you know what film this is. It is a Dumb and Dumber. So yeah, I have not seen this in a long, long time. Absolutely fantastic film. And obviously does the inside of it there. Yeah. Yeah, it says on the back. Oh, sorry. I had to make sure that I didn't talk while I was shutting the case. But okay. It says here, Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels are too lame to live and too dense to die. As a pair of deliriously dim-witted pals on a cross-country road trip to return a briefcase full of cash to its rightful owner. Along the way, they'll confound cops, kidnappers, and anyone and everyone who has the misfortune of crossing their paths in his comic caper. For every idiot in the family. So yeah, I mean, this is just an absolutely brilliant film, absolutely fantastic. I'd say Jim Carrey, in most of his stuff, particularly stuff from the 90s, is worth a watch. And then, I don't know, the 2000s onwards, his stuff just dipped quite a bit and it just carried on nosediving. So that's that, I'm afraid to say, on that. But great film. And then here's another film that I used to watch a lot when I was younger, but I can't remember the last time I've seen it, but it's been a good while. But yeah, it's a Steven Spielberg film from 1985. I'm just making sure that it's all right, which it is. So yeah, the film I've got here is The Goonies. I do apologise for the lighting. It's a bit weird today. I mean, it's sunny, but it's very cloudy at the same time. So yeah, we've got The Goonies here. Yeah, it says here on the back, from the imagination of Steven Spielberg, The Goonies plunges a band of small heroes into a swashbuckling surprise around every corner quest beyond their wildest dreams, following a mysterious treasure map into a spectacular underground realm of twisting passages, outrageous booby traps, and the long-lost pirate ship full of golden doubloons. The kids race to stay one step ahead of a family of bumbling bad guys and a mild-mannered monster with a face only a mother could love. A family adventure classic from start to buccaneering finish, The Goonies is a cinematic treasure trove of its breathtaking action, dazzling effects, and shiver your timbers thrills. So yeah, this film is just really good. But I know what one of the characters in this, I can't think of the actor's name. I know they'd end up in Stranger Films. I never really got into that program, I'll be honest with you, but that I do know. But one thing I do remember, I know Cyndi Lauper did the theme for it as well. But yeah, that's that. I mean, and here we go. We have another comedy film. This time we're going to go to John Hughes. And this probably his most, while it may not be my favourite film of his, and while I do prefer the sequel slightly, I had to have this. I mean, I'll give you a clue. It's set in Christmas. You know what it is. Yeah, Home Alone from 1990. So yeah, I had to get this film. Though I slightly prefer Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I always like the second film more. I don't know why, but still, the first one's good. And then here's the actual disc itself. But I think everyone's seen this film, haven't they? So I'll just go through the synopsis quickly, as it says on the back. 8-year-old Kevin McAllister, Macaulay Culkin, has become a man of the house overnight, accidentally left behind when his family rushes off on a Christmas vacation. Kevin gets busy decorating the house for the holidays, but he's not decking the balls. Decking the balls? Okay, that's a right clanger from me. But he's not decking the halls with tinsel and holly. Two bumbling burglars are trying to break in, and Kevin's rigging a bewilding a battery of booby traps to welcome them. But yeah, this film, it is an absolute classic. I still enjoy it. Is it one I've seen too many times? Possibly, but it's still a great film. Though as I say, I slightly prefer the sequel. But like I say, still don't have it. But I will get Home Alone 2 at some point. And now, oh my god, I watched this film many years ago. I think my brother had this on DVD we used to have this on DVD. But yeah, I remember this film was a big deal when it came out in 2003. I first watched it in like the mid 2000s. But I had to get this again because I remember absolutely loving this film a lot when I was younger. And it's a film starring Rowan Atkinson, and that is Johnny English. I mean, I know it's a right proper piss take of James Bond, but it's just absolutely brilliant. I know it says here, he knows no fear, he knows no danger, he knows nothing. Rowan Atkinson plays Johnny English, the last remaining British spy and Britain's last hope. With the assistance of his sidekick Burr. Or was it Bourg, because it's spelled Bough? Yeah, played by Ben Miller, the parole officer. He must investigate the mysterious theft of the British crown jewels. The prime suspects are Pascal Sauvion. So I'm shit at pronouncing French surnames, so fuck it. But yeah, he's played by John Malkovich, a mysterious French entrepreneur, and the enticing Lorna Campbell, played by Natalie Imbruglia. Yeah, the singer Natalie Imbruglia, the one known for Torn. But yeah, Johnny must get the truth without denting the nation's pride, or his Aston Martin. A hugely entertaining family movie. I prefer the word film over movie personally, but it is what it is. Yeah, a hugely entertaining family movie will have you crying with laughter as you watch this unlucky secret agent attempt to save the nation he loves. Yeah, absolutely fantastic film though. If you've not seen it, I think you should. Even if you're not a big fan of James Bond, I mean, I like the early James Bond films, especially the ones with Sean Connery and Roger Moore, who's my favourite Bond. Even if you're not a fan of like the Bond films, this is a fun blast. I would recommend it. Yeah, I'm trying to see the run length on this. I can't see the run length. It may say on the DVD. Oh yeah, 1 hour and 24 minutes. But yeah, yeah, it's good to have it. So we're on to the last two films. Another one we're on to a film that I've never ever seen before, which may surprise you, but I finally have it here. Yeah, everyone I know has said this is an absolutely brilliant film. Yeah, starring Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke, and that is the 2001 film Training Day. There you go. I had to tilt it like that. The case has a little bit of water damage, but overall it's in good. It's still pretty good condition regardless. So yeah, there's the DVD itself there. Yeah. Yeah, it says on his first day on the job as a narcotics officer, rookie LA cop Jay Hoyt is sent out on the streets with veteran detective Alonzo Harris for a day that will make or break him. Pass the test, he becomes a detective. Fail, it's back to traffic duty. As Alonzo pushes his young charge to cross lines and break rules, James' misgivings about his superior grow as he begins to suspect that Alonzo does not simply push the boundaries. He has become a rogue cop. I just... The plot of that was enough to for me to get it. Because like I say, I've never heard a bad thing said about it. Oh, hang on, I didn't even have a look at the runtime. I always do that. 180 minutes, so it's just under 2 hours. So yeah. And last but not least, I have not seen this film in years. I mean years. Probably haven't seen this film since, I don't know, I'd say about 2007, 2008. And it's a film from the creators of South Park. Obviously, it's not the South Park movie, which is bigger, longer, and uncut. I may have to buy that at some point again because I used to have it on DVD. I got rid of that, but I need to sort that out again. And that is the film from 2004, Team America World Police. And let's just say this is definitely a film that would not get made today. Oh, believe me, it wouldn't get made whatsoever. And it's a 15 rated. I thought with some of the subjects that I mentioned in it, you'd think maybe an 18. Because there are some stuff in this film that may hit close to the bone for some, but with the stuff that's mentioned, yeah, I know it mentions stuff like terrorists and all that lot, but yeah, I mean, the only way I can describe this film is it's like pretty much like an adult version of like I don't know any of like, I don't know, I'm probably talking out my arse here, but it reminds me of like a lot of stuff from like Jerry Anderson, you know, like your Thunderbirds, Joe 90, Captain Scarlet, and all them. Reminds me of stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't exactly say Terrorhawks, because, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this film's quite racist in some parts, but I don't know. I had a fun time with it the last time I saw it. Yeah, especially the bit where they go into the bar. And it's like, oh yeah, any terrorism happening lately? And then like I know they're in like Islam, some Islamic country, and then like they all turn to the car. Do I think it's called Durka. Yeah, they all turn to him, just like he points his guns at him, and I think he knows. I think he already knows his fate. And yeah, it's got a good song in it though. America, fuck yeah, something like that. But I haven't watched it in a very, very long time. So yeah, those are all the pickups. I mean, I wasn't really thinking of spending much in Southport. I thought I might have spent a bit more, but I gotta be honest, I was happy with what I had. But I think I was just more happy to be out of the house and to be, well, to be somewhere else though, because like I say, just being stuck in the same town does get a little bit tedious. However, certain things can't be helped with, like my work situation and a few other things. But like I say, got those trips away, well worth it. And I don't know, I think that may be the only trip I'll be going away this year. But like I say, we shall wait and see. Something may happen, or we may wait until next year and see what happens from there. But yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, we had like the entertainment at the pub. I know there was a pub we went to on Lord Street, which is like the main road. I know it was some like Irish bar or something like that. And I'll tell you what, it certainly felt like an Irish bar because like the music they were playing, they were doing karaoke. And I know one of the songs they were singing along to was the Irish Rover, which obviously that's a song. I think that was by the Dubliners. I know, the Dubliners featuring the Pogues, Shane McGowan, yeah. But yeah, they're like proper like Irish music and stuff like that. And obviously the band, The Script, who of course everyone knows them, yeah, because they're an Irish band as well. Though I don't do U2, I've never been the biggest fan of them, if I'm being honest with you. You had that, and then, but you had some fun people. You had like people dressed up in like bananas and all that lot because there was like a lad's like there was like a lad's stag do or something going on. It was funny. And then you had some people like that. And obviously you had the tarts. You always get the tarts. You always get like proper like mutton dressed as lamb and all that lot. I mean there was some bloody woman there. I mean she was absolutely pissed as a fuck. But yeah, she was some right proper slapper. Like she was so I know she was so drunk she didn't know what she wanted. And yeah, and she was trying to flirt with every lad walking past. Yeah, because she was like, I know she's like flaunting her hair and all that lot. And yeah, I know she was sort of like, I don't know, I think she wanted to bloody grab her tits or something like that. Yeah, they were trying to flirt. So look at me, me fucking, my fucking chicken breast and all that lot. Yeah, they were there. I mean, they were probably enhanced. If they weren't, they probably had like one of the bloody push-up ones. You know, it was a right fucking mess. And they should like saw them. Oh yeah. Well, she like the right one. I know she would. I mean, she was hoping that someone would. She was hoping that someone would get in bed with her that night. No chance. Right proper mess. But other than that, it was all that. It was all quiet. I mean, obviously you saw like ambulances, police cars, and all that lot flying about. They always do. But yeah, I seen some absolute wank stain of an idiot in a Ford Focus ST. There was an ambulance trying to get past, but what this car let it get past? Of course not. I mean, the ambulance did eventually get around it, but they made it harder than the driver made it harder for them than possible. If there's a fucking emergency service, if there's doesn't matter if it's an ambulance, a police car, a fire engine, get the fuck out of the way. Just move to one side, so just block the road. Oh, I don't want me pride and joy to be ruined. I don't want people to see me go slow in me fucking chavmobile. Yeah, you probably won't have one, and one day that person may end up in an ambulance themselves. So yeah. Oh, but my car is more important than emergency services. Oh, look at this. This is a good car. Even though you see thousands of them about in the UK. So don't. But that's it. You don't really see many exciting cars on the road anymore. I mean, it's not often. I mean, there's some cars that you used to see pretty much every day. Majority of them are now scrapped. And the ones that are still on the road, they're like... Some of them you can tell they've been like owned from like the same owner for like 30, 40 years. Like people like the Mark III Escort. Or the old, like an old car like a Vauxhall Chevette or something like that. But yeah, you just don't really see many unique cars anymore. And the cars like that nowadays, like a lot now as a kid, like wow, a Bentley. But I don't know, you see more Bentleys on the road, so the thing is, the cars that are prestige end up losing the prestige, especially when you see when you see quite a few of them. Like, it's just not the same. Heck, you probably see less Nissan Micras than you do BMW, like M3s or something like that. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I mean... Obviously, the football season's ended, so there's hardly anything happening on that front. I know Portugal beat Spain on penalties in the Nations League final. I saw a bit of that game, and there was like a rug. I think it was a Challenge Cup final between. Yeah, it was Warrington Wolves and Hull KR, and Hull KR. I think it was them anyway. Well, they won anyway. They beat Wanky Wire. That's what people. That's what some people call Warrington Wolves. Yeah, some people call them that because they don't like him. You know, see the River Wire, which is obviously like in Warrington. Yeah, so no. Yeah, I know people just take the piss out of Warrington. Though I live about 10-15 minutes away from it, so yeah, I better be careful. I'm from Widnes, even though I don't support them. My rugby league team, St Helens. So that's that. Really like the sport. I mean, Liverpool are in the process of trying to sign Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen, which is meant to be a British like transfer record fee. Like they're meant to be like paying like a roughly $140 million. I'm not American. £140,000. £140 million. Roughly 150 million euros. But yeah, we'll see how that goes and all that. And obviously, when I was away, I quickly went on like Maymeister's stream, and I said hi. I said I'll only be on for a few minutes, and I gotta be honest with you. I mean, when I left the stream, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not blaming Maymeister or anything like that because he's playing the game, and you know what? Fair enough. He can't always see the comments because he's too busy playing the game. That's completely fine. I mean, his moderator Dell, who I'm good friends with. Yeah, I understand that because he was seeing to his mother as well because. Like his mum hasn't been too well, and he's dealing with stuff himself, which fair play. However, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, Maymeister and Dell, cool. I haven't got a problem with that. And most of the people in the chat are absolutely sound, and they're good people. However, I got rubbed the wrong way slightly. Because, like I said, right, I'm off to have a few drinks. As I'll see you next time. Me, Dell was seen to his mum, which I understand, and Mainmeister himself was playing the game. Again, understandable. And most of the people chat right. But there was a few people who usually talk to me. I don't know. I felt as if they blanked me out when I said, I'll see. Usually, some of those people say, "Have a good time. See you." And see you soon and all that. Apart from like maybe one person, I didn't even get a single response back. I mean, I haven't got a problem with that, but the thing is, it's the thought that counts. And look, if someone leaves the stream and says, "Right, I've got something to do," obviously I'm polite enough and say, yeah, have a good week or take care and all that lot. But as I say, it's the thought that counts. I don't expect it, but at the same time, you know, we just need a little bit more courtesy in this world. I just don't see it often enough. It disappoints me. I'll be honest with you, it really disappoints me. Especially when I've put in the effort and been polite with other people, you know. But sometimes it's like, what's the point of being nice if people are going to ignore you? You might as well ignore them. But as I say, Maymeister, Dell, and all the usual people in the stream, they're absolutely sound people, and you can even some people you've only known for like a few, like weeks or months or whatever. It's like as if you've known them your whole life because I'd say they're on the same like wavelength of you as you. They have like similar opinions and all that lot, which, like I said, that's cool. I like that. But like I said, I just wish some of the people in YouTube chats would be a bit more nice. I'm sorry if you're not going to respond to people. Why the hell are you here? if you're not going to respond, just don't, just simply don't comment. That's the way I look at it. It may sound like I'm being a bit harsh, and possibly, maybe I am a little harsh, but sometimes you have to be harsh because, like I say, if you coat everything in candy, everyone will just they'll just walk all over you. Which, like I say, I don't accept people doing that to me. So that's it. But I mean, that to me, I mean, it ruined my evening slightly. But when I was on, however, the stream itself, what I did watch of it, up until that point was absolutely fantastic. I was having a good time at that point. So yeah, and obviously that was really it because I didn't really watch YouTube much. I only caught a bit of a stream because I was going to go out and have a few drinks. So that's really it. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Certain people on YouTube, there's some people who I used to look up to. I've completely lost my respect for quite a few. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you why. You have people who do different content to what they originally did. I mean, doing different things, that's cool, that's fine. As long as you're happy. But then you see people they change to just try to do stuff so that they can fucking rig the algorithm of YouTube. And they can clickbait the crap out of their videos. These are people who used to be genuine, but then when he saw the money that other people are getting, oh, I'm just going to fucking change my personality and become a selfish prick. Why change? You were going well the first way going. However, the problem is if you're a down to earth person, yeah, apparently YouTube's not interested in that. They want you to fucking deep throat the algorithm, do what's popular, and yeah, oh, we gotta play them. Oh, I have to play the games that everyone's playing. But yeah, you can see these people they sold out to do things that they clearly don't enjoy doing. You can tell they don't enjoy doing it, even though they're putting on fake smiles and changing their personalities. I'm sick and tired of it. I've had to do it to a few channels. I can see them selling out. And then they have these small channels like pretending that they're big when they're not. I've seen people doing like, oh yeah, I now sell merchandise and all that. I mean, I haven't got a problem with people selling merchandise. If it doesn't go to their head, however, it's gone to many people's fucking brains, I'd say that. And that's it. Those people who used to acknowledge you don't acknowledge you anymore because all they see is the pound notes in their face. They're blinded by money. Well, if you want money, just work as a bloody escort. Yeah, go and fucking spread your legs open like Bonnie Blue. Yeah, if you know about her, then yeah. If you don't, yeah, just be careful. Because yeah, she's the porn star. She's the one who's slept with 1,000 men in like 12 hours. Well, had sex with 12 no, had sex with 1,000 men in 12 hours. Like, what the fuck? Society's gone downhill. Yeah, and I seen an interview with her. I'll tell you what. I'm surprised she isn't in bloody prison. And she's also exploiting like nonce sort of behaviour. Yeah, we all know that line from Phoenix Nights. I'm getting the word. Nonce. Yeah, from Clinton Baptiste. But yeah, they're exploiting that. Oh, but every lad would want every lad would want to shag me. No, absolutely not. You. I know you've probably collected more. You collected more STDs than there are people collecting Pokemon cards. So that's that. But yeah, I think I will end the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and you know, I just wanted to tell you about my time away in Southport and like a few other random stuff that I just mentioned. So yeah, I think I will call it an end here, and I hope to see you all very soon. Until then, take care.